We are live. What is up, swimmers and swammers? Welcome to day 5 of the 2025 World Championships from Singapore. I'm Coleman Hodges. We're hanging out at 6:50 a.m. here in New York. That means it's 6:50 p.m. in Singapore, with finals starting in 10 minutes for day 5. This is going to be a really great session of racing. I am getting this session started with a ginger shot because having to get up at 6 a.m. every morning may seem like a typical swimming thing to you, but for me, it's pretty early. So I haven't been sleeping super well. So I just want to make sure that I'm taking care of my body, doing what I can to stay healthy. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff. Before we get started here in about 9 minutes, let's go over prelims for day 5. So I feel like the prevailing narrative here, especially for the USA, is swimmers are dropping left and right. They are dropping like flies. They're dropping it like it's hot. Obviously, if you haven't been following the news, Team USA was hit by what they are calling acute gastroenteritis, which is the swelling of the intestines or stomach due to a bacterial or viral infection. So we don't know exactly what happens. A lot of speculation about neurovirus. I think initially it was deemed as food poisoning. We've seen other athletes at this meet pull out of events because of food poisoning or undisclosed illnesses as well. It happened with an Australian today who made the women's 100 free semifinals. We'll get to that. But Gretchen Walsh was out of the 100 freestyle. Josh Matheny was out of the 200 breast, both prelims this morning. So again, this is a continuing trend for Team USA of just they are continuing to deal with illness, to assumably recover from illness, even if they are over the illness. Their bodies still not be able to compete at the maximum potential that they want to. Gretchen Walsh, I was a little surprised by, just because we saw her compete in the 100 fly. She almost broke a world record, won a best time in the 100 fly final. And then to see her out of this 100 freestyle final, I'm wondering if she isn't feeling pretty good, but just wanted to save maybe some of those bullets to fire for her better events coming up later in the meet, which will be the 50 free and the 50 fly. So we shall see. But day 5 prelims, let's talk about who did swim. Women's 100 free prelims were not super fast, but it did take a 54:38 to make the semifinals. Molly O'Callaghan, top seed, 53.4. Merit Steenbergen was right behind her at 53.5. Sarah Curtis of Italy, the youngster, tied Steenbergen 53-53. And then you've got a handful of other names. Again, Olivia Wunsch, who ended up 7th. She was the anchor for Australia's gold medal winning 400 free relay. She was 53.74, but she pulled out of the semis with an undisclosed illness. Roos van Ouderdijk of Belgium, one of the most intriguing swimmers for my money at this meet. She's entered in 7 events. She already won silver, going a 55 in the women's 100 fly. She's made the semifinal. USA's Tori Husk has made the semifinal. She was 53.99, which isn't anything crazy, but she certainly got the job done, did what she needed to do. Really interesting, because yesterday on the mixed medley relay prelims, where USA ended up finishing 10th, Husk only split 58 low, which this is the Olympic champion in the 100 fly. She's more than capable of a 55 when she's on her game. So really interesting to see her turn around from that prelim session to this prelim session and put up a swim that gets her a second swim. But happy to see that from Tori Husk. So that's the women's 100 freestyle prelims. Should be a solid semis tonight. Nothing too surprising there. Men's 200 backstroke. I think, unfortunately, the biggest surprises once again is who we won't be seeing swim tonight. Thomas Chacon, is 17th out of the prelims. He missed top 16 by 4/100ths. Oh, and so he is out. And now we've got first guest, Bill.
Hey, Coleman, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you? I can't see you.
Oh, shoot. Let me see where...
Hey, Matt.
How's it going?
It's good. How are you doing?
There we go.
All right. How are you guys doing? Have you been following the meet?
I have been.
Yeah, I've been following it a little bit. I looked at the results. I have the mini start list pulled up, so I'll be prepared when it starts. I should also probably watch it.
Yeah, I was just going over prelims for anyone who's already watching out there. But yeah, men's 2 back was that's where I had gotten to. It was solid. Thomas Chacon's out. USA's Jack Akins is out, but Keaton Jones is in for the USA. Top seed was 155-1. Blake Tierney out of Canada. So it seems like a great swim for him.
New Canadian record.
Okay, I was wondering about that. Yeah, that's yeah. So great swim for the Canadian male there. But I honestly, now that I've got you guys here, what are you excited to see most out of this final session?
Well, I know the 2 breast semis is today, which is going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
But men's 100 free, I'm definitely excited for. Men's 2 IM. See if I don't know how you follow up 152.6, but I guess we'll see what he does.
Let's talk about that. 152.69. How do you process that? Because I don't know if I have yet. I mean, thought that record might be on watch, but to see Leon Marchand go 152.69 and break it by a second and a half, what do you say?
He skipped 153. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. There's still nobody who's gone 153 before.
Yeah, I mean, it's I kind of feel like we might see one tonight, just because he obviously doesn't have to repeat that performance again to, I think, win a gold medal. But at the same time, this is one of the most consistent men we've seen in the last few years of performing in finals.
Yeah. I remember watching him in the spring, and he'd taken a pretty good break, and quote unquote out of shape, and he certainly wasn't. But holy smokes, gave his body some rest this year, and wow.
No kidding. I mean, and we see this sometimes, and we talked about this a little yesterday, how post-Olympic year, you've put in so much work, not only the last year, but the last quad, right? And I mean, that's money in the bank, right? And I think we're kind of seeing a deposit on that this year of Leon giving himself a break, enjoying his year, and then having a pared down schedule at this meet, just focusing on both IMs, and holy smokes, seems to have paid off so far.
Did Bill predict 151 from Leon?
Absolutely not.
He did. I'm with him. I'm with him with the 151. Right? I was like, Matt's like, I don't know. He's going to go 154, right? That's what I heard when I was walking up the stairs.
Well, I mean, the funny thing is, I saw the race yesterday, and obviously the time is like outstanding. But I looked at the splits, and like nothing really like jumped except for the fly. I think the fly is just where, I mean, he's out like a second faster at the 100, I think, and then the second 100 was like only a little faster, but the breaststroke was still really, really good. Like 32.1 is very good for coming off an open turn or a bucket turn, which is. That's kind of insane.
Yeah. And then to come home, I mean, you can kind of see where that 400 free training he did down under with Dean Boxall has come in to come home as fast as Lochte and Phelps did, I believe, when Lochte set the record, right? It's just like,
I think it was like a little slower, but maybe he comes home faster than that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that dude just doesn't have any holes. It's a little insane. Mel, what do you think?
The fastest backstroke split, I think, too, which kind of insane.
I just want to make a note. I just want to make a point. About 3 minutes ago, I was dead asleep.
I was wondering if we weren't going to miss you today.
I was dead asleep 3 minutes ago. I just want you to know that I'm flat out right now. Like I hit the ground. Matt and Bill are there, and I'm like, this is Bush League. I gotta show up.
We've all had those mornings where we miss our alarm and rush to practice. I think
I've missed 2 practices my entire life.
I don't believe that.
Literally, I think I missed 2 practices my entire career, and it was like shame and disgrace. It was yeah. So
this is how
I can tell you this on an 8-day meet. When you hit day 5, it's a good feeling, right? You're on the back half, right? You're over the hump.
I certainly agree, but your mind feels good. Your body doesn't. My body, I'm tired.
I want World Championships to go back to a 3-meet schedule, 3-day schedule. This is the longest swim meet you ever have. Is 3 days. All swim meets 90 minutes.
Well, think about the athletes and the coaches. I mean, they've been on the road, training camp, everything else. Like this is, it's like the baton death march.
Yeah, I mean, and I know we've talked about this a lot, but it's obviously a prevailing narrative. Like dealing with an illness like this, and as you just mentioned, Bill, having to get sick halfway across the world and then go to your championship meet and try to manage your body, manage your mind. I mean, how difficult must that be? And making these decisions of like, should I try to swim? Should I rest my body for another swim?
When you have so much time, when to Mel's point, an 8-day meet, just managing your time, whether you go to the pool, you're not at the pool, warm up, warm down. Do I stay for the heats? Do I go back and rest? We're blessed with the U.S. having, great support staff. So I'm sure from a medical standpoint, they're getting everything they can to recover. But again, yeah. And when you make a U.S. team, it's like being on the New York Yankees, right? A lot of guys can make the major leagues. Not everybody can play for the Yankees. The expectations are so high. And, you want to perform for your team. Yeah.
Oh, God. They did it again. Did you guys see NBC just now? Are you watching Peacock?
I just pulled it up. Sorry, that's what I've been doing for the past thing. I forgot my Peacock login because I was watching on my phone. I've been watching on my computer.
NBC put U.S. ahead of Australia on the medal table because we have more medals, but Australia currently has 4 golds and the U.S. currently has 3.
Oh, yeah. Here's the thing. I understand. We called them out of that one World Champions, 2023 World Champs. We called out NBC on that, but you have to admit, Rowdy and I don't remember if it was Dan Hicks or who the host was.
Yeah,
they covered it. They covered it journalistically, and they said this is Australia's meet, and they won by the gold medal count.
Mm-hmm. So they also just showed Summer McIntosh's nails, and they were alternate red and gold, so she had 5 gold nails, which is her goal for this meet is 5 gold medals, and we are starting this session with her going for gold number 3, which I'm suspecting might be a slam dunk, but you never know, especially at a meet like this where people are dealing with illness. It's a world champs, things can get kind of weird. But she's 2 for 2 so far. It doesn't seem like she's on world record form right now, but that 2009 world record in the women's 200 fly, I think we'd all love to see it go down and see one more super suited record fall. I can't say I think it's going to be in this heat, but with Summer, you never know.
Maybe she's just been saving herself for this race.
she's just been holding back until this 200 fly final.
What was your guys' sense in terms of how hot everybody came out of the gate early in the summer? So it was Fort Lauderdale, our trials, and I'm not sure people were getting ready for those meets, but man, we were hot coming early in the summer.
No, absolutely. I have a lot of feelings I've already expressed this week about Fort Lauderdale. I think that was a microcosm of like things coming together in a good way, because that meet was just like good vibes. It was outside. You were swimming in the sunset and everyone seemed relaxed and like happy and back into long course. And I feel like that's why we got some really sensational swims. But I think it's the sickness aspect for Team USA is just so disappointing, because it really did seem like a lot of these athletes were gearing up to have a really great summer. And now, we just don't get to see that as much.
There's one thing we missed in all the discussions about Fort Lauderdale, and it needs to be said. Fort Lauderdale in that pool, it's the home. It was like the 30-year home of YMCA Nationals, and that's a magical meet, and that just rubbed off onto the pool deck. And that's my theory for why they went so fast. It finally manifested, and it has manifested a few times. So it's all there. It's that YMCA Nationals energy. It's just it's in the ground. So if you want to go there and just
honestly how I've felt about swimming at Indy in Greensboro now, because that's where it alternated between for me
for White Nats.
Yeah. That was my first time back in Lauderdale since they renovated and just you walk on the deck and it's like, wow, they got it right.
They really did. It's a beautiful facility. Okay, sorry. Summer is on the world record line. Yeah, she is right on the world record line right now, coming into the 150. It's going to be a gold medal.
Oh wait, you guys are way ahead of me.
Oh,
one up,
she
one
just
down on the third 50.
Yeah, she's 0.2 under world record pace. Matt, I think you might have been right. I think she was just saving all her bullets for this race, because
I might be a bit behind you guys. Still not
130.0, 0.2 under.
130 bits.
She's a 201.99. Is that right?
Wow. Mel, you're ahead of me. But no, yeah.
201.99 championship record.
199.
A lot of nose breathing.
Oh my god! And she just dropped an F-bomb.
Really? Was that an F-bomb?
Oh yeah.
You guys are ahead of me.
You saw it.
You guys are way ahead of me. She's still on like she started the last 15.
Can I roll that back? Can we roll that back a minute?
You'll see it.
I
No, she's pissed.
Yes, she did.
She's pissed.
Hang on. Oh wow! She wanted that world record.
She wanted it.
And good for her.
That's the second one.
Yeah, and now she's smiling a little bit.
The second one. She dropped 2 F-bombs. She wanted a world record. She's an adult. I get it.
But wow, you could tell she swam a really smart race. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but it's kind of nice to see this much honesty from an athlete. And you can see how much she really wanted that.
She put it out there.
She put it out there. The world record is what? She was off by like a 10th or something.
Yeah.
It's 201. Yep. 81. She was 201.99. Man, that's heartbreaking.
Yep. Our recap disappeared on SwimSwam. I'm wondering where it's at.
Well, of note, Reagan Smith 204.99 in there for silver, and Elizabeth Deckers of Australia was in there for bronze. UZD, the 12-year-old from China, once again 4th, and just missing the podium by 0.3. Wow. So I mean, yeah, again, UZD is having a great meet. She's been 4th in the 200 IM, now 4th in the 200 fly. She's at 400 IM left. She swam on. Yeah, I'm wondering how NBC is going to handle this journalistically, and her coaches are really excited, but they're like,
Yeah.
they know a little bit.
I think
They-
I want athletes to react this way. I want her to want the world record. I want her to be mad she didn't get it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
The days of like us being everyone having to be happy. I'm so over that. No, I understand you. I understand you. You've got to remember Rick Carey. Here's the thing, Bill. You're old enough. You and I are old enough to remember Rick Carey and
Absolutely.
three Olympic medals from 1984 and his reaction. He was dominant in backstroke, and Rowdy Gaines Rowdy and Steve Lundquist were the stars that came out on the men's side. Rick Carey was not, because Rick Carey's reaction was exactly what we just saw from Summer.
I want to say he punched the touchpad. He was swimming's bad boy.
He was swimming's bad boy because he wanted to do a best time, wanted to break a world record, and he was swimming alone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think you want to have the room to be able to react genuinely. And whether that's with joy and pleasure or disappointment, like I think there should be room for all of it.
That was real and it was raw, but she put it out there. Holy smokes, she had one going.
That world record, we've always wondered about that world record. It's been an outlier that we raised an eyebrow over.
But I think she's just been sorry.
That's okay.
She's been like so consistent and just like not like every single meet kind of consistent, but just like definitely it's gonna go down at some point. Like she's been so consistent over like the course of a few years. So I think like it'll be able to go down like some point in the next 2 years is my prediction.
Agreed. I mean, she's gotten so close to it now for the second time in 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh,
I see it.
We've got a commenter saying Matt Fallon is swimming's new bad boy.
There you go, Matt.
Matt, we've missed you. You took the summer off of competing to do an internship. I'm honestly a little curious. How is that going for you? And what's this experience been like?
It's good. I'm still swimming. I'm getting in the pool, and but I'm working a lot too. I got work in 2 hours. So hopping in, watching World Champs right before, and then I'm gonna go.
Matt, where's your internship?
It's like Flatiron District, and I live right near there, so it's like a 20-minute walk.
You're in the city. I could take a train to you right now. I'm in Brooklyn.
Probably.
Right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm like the last stop before Brooklyn ADL.
Oh, nice. So yeah, what are you doing? What is your internship?
I'm a software engineer for a startup, for an intern. So
you enjoying it?
Yeah, I like it. It's fun work. I'm learning a lot. It's definitely a learning curve, but it's fun to just get after it every day in a new way.
Our second oldest son is moving to the city on Saturday.
Oh, nice!
Wow. In 2 days?
He is. Yeah, his girlfriend starts at Columbia in August. OT program, and then he is a chef, and so they're going to live Upper West Side.
Nice. Yeah, near Columbia. Nice. It's a good place to be a chef. It's a lot of good food here, man. That's awesome. Matt, can you tell us a little bit about that decision to just take a summer off from competition? Obviously, like you said, you're still training, but I think a lot of people who are certainly swimming fans don't always see the other side of being a human and being a person. Yeah,
it's definitely been a lot of just like kind of wanting to try something new. I've been swimming every summer, and I've just been kind of wanting to see, how I can improve myself, like, like professionally and academically, just kind of like, I've always been like curious to see what I can do in that respect and just how to improve myself in that. So I figured I've already done a lot in swimming up to now. I'll just always what was I gonna say?
You're looking to improve yourself outside the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that a lot. I'm happy to hear. I'm happy to see swimmers do that. So congratulations. I'm glad it's going well so far.
Thank you.
Okay, we've got women's semifinal number 1 of the 100 free in the water for me. We just flipped at the 50, and Tori Husk is currently leading, which bodes well for her. We haven't.
She looks good that first 50.
She does, and she's looking good on this back half too. I know. I think my stream might be a little ahead of you guys, but she looks good. Yeah, that's a good swim. 2.8.
Steenbergen, yep.
Yeah, 2.8 for Steenbergen. Klepnikova of the neutral athletes 53.1, and Husk was third at 53.2. I think that we'll get in, but and this is something we've talked about a lot this week. There have been more semifinals splits of like 2 athletes from the first semi and 6 athletes from the second semi making the final at this meet than I have ever seen in my life. I think it happened 3 times yesterday alone. And I know in the men's 100 freestyle, Kyle Chalmers won the first semi, and he was the only man out of that heat to make the final. There were 7 guys in the second semi to get into the final of the men's 100 free. What I have you guys ever seen that before, or like what do you think that is? And to be fair, I do think it's always more guys making it from the second semi.
Usually when you're third in the first semi, you feel pretty good, but sometimes you're racing the heat and you can get a little cute.
Matt, you have thoughts on that?
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I always wonder if there's ever going to be an 8-0 one day. But it was definitely interesting. I don't think I've ever seen 7-1 in a while in terms of like 7 making it from the second semi and 1 making it from the first. I feel like it's just, you got to have like a slow heat for that to happen. Now, and I'm not saying about anything about anyone that heat, but I'm just saying like you got to have like that. You got to have like a heat that's like not really there, and then have a heat where like 2 people go 46.8 and everybody's right behind them. Is what I kind of meant by that. Yeah.
No, I mean, and that really speaks to the 100 freestyle depth right now, because Nandor Nemeth was 9th and he was in the first semifinal. He went 47.7 and he got second in the first semi. Not good enough.
I mean, like the men's 2 guys go 46 and Pan wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
Pan missed the final. Yeah.
Like the men's 100 free is just becoming so concentrated. Like everybody goes 47 or under now.
Yeah.
Well, normally in that first heat, you see a time, you say, all right, that's the time. That's the time to beat. And if you go 7-1, obviously it wasn't the time. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, again, to this point and to like the point of it being so concentrated and there being a hard time to kind of focus on, it was 47.6 was 6th and 48.0 was 14th. So they're all right there, 6.6, 6.7, 6.8, sorry, 7.6, 7.7, 7.8, 7.9. So that's kind of the range you have to be in just to make it.
Now, in that first heat of the women, there was a pretty big drop between 3rd and 4th. And so I'd say that 3rd place time in the first heat is when you look at it and say, all right, that one should be pretty good. But again, to your point, maybe it's not.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would think in this situation, 53.2 is safe. And especially because I don't think this women's field is quite as deep. You don't just quite have the pedigree going all the way down. It's like those obviously Molly O'Callahan does. Sarah Curtis is having a great swim. We've got a couple other women in there who I think will pop off, but I think 53.2 should be safe. Italy's Sarah Curtis going out fast.
She's been on a tear. You know, I've had a chance to watch her in person 3 times this year.
Really?
And her short course, exceptional athlete, and she's taken her game to the long course pool as well.
Yeah, it seems like she's really coming into her own at this point. What meets did you get to see her at, Bill?
I was over in Italy in November. We were recruiting 2 Italian girls, and then I was back in the spring. So Italian short course and then Italian long course. Okay,
nice. Hey, that's not a bad recruiting trip.
I'm going to tell you what, I've got a new appreciation for cappuccino.
That's right. So second semi of this women's 100 free is actually slower, or at least those top times. So Molly was 52.8, but then second place was 53.3.
Yeah,
I
53.3.
think there were a lot right there at 53.3.
Yeah. So Tori Husk is safely in. Let's see. She's 4th seed. Steenbergen is top. Molly's 2nd. Klepnikova 3rd. 8th was Milu van Wilk of the Netherlands at 53.51. Sarah Curtis snuck in there, as did Frances Barrel Gastadello and China's Cheng Yiji. Okay. So 53.5 it took to make it back in this women's 100 free semifinal. All right. But the spread is only 0.7, 52.8 to 53.5. So we'll see how that final plays out tomorrow. That's deep insight, Mel.
Sorry, it's a rough morning.
Mel, did you get a little caffeine?
I did. I'm at home. I'm in my upstairs office. I have about a 30-pound cat that's 14 years old. She was popping off because she heard that Daddy was awake and she wanted her food now. She's never really been denied food her entire life. And
your cat is not 30 pounds.
My cat is nearly 30 pounds. She's a hoss.
Don't do Sasha like that.
She's a big back.
Sounds like she might run the show too.
She does run the show. I love her to death. She's my sweetheart. She's my supermodel.
Honey Badger's the boss. Well, you're about to get some natural caffeine, Mel, because you know what event is next. The men's 200
butterfly.
IM.
That happened already.
Well, the next best thing.
What's that?
The men's 200 IM.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We're going to see if Bill's prediction of 151 happens. I'm trying to make that a thing. I'm trying. Did we make?
You're gonna speak that into existence. Yeah.
That's big. Okay. So I wasn't listening as I was waking up. Did you guys predict? Did everyone say he's going to pop off a 153 something?
I think he will go 153.
It sort of makes sense. 153, which is an easy swim. So you can you can put your energy into the celebration at the end, get your photo op.
But here's the thing:
collect the gold.
Is that I think for a normal person that's a good prediction, but Leon has time and time again exceeded expectations and gone times that we didn't think were possible.
Mm-hmm.
And especially he's good at doing that in finals. I mean, he knows how to do that.
Well, he's not afraid to go after swims, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't even going after it with the 152.
Well, afterwards in the interview, he said, "I thought I was just going to be right around my best time. I thought I was going 154 low, but then I felt good, so I kind of went for it."
The gap between the top 3 and then 4th place is pretty significant.
So so
2 155s and it jumps up to 57.
Yeah. So that's Leon is top seed. Obviously, Shane Casas and Duncan Scott are the 155s. that Bill just mentioned, and then you got a whole lot of 157s.
Did you guys say you guys look at the largest world record margin? Is that what you were talking about it? Because they put it up out there on the Peacock graphic.
I haven't.
I just saw that.
It was
there you
the like Phelps had 1.62 in the 200 fly at one point over the world, over the I thought it was interesting data.
That is a good graphic.
Yeah. So Phelps.
Did you guys talk about Costas at all? Because I thought he had a great swim. He had a PB.
He did have a great swim.
He had a great swim. His 200 IM. He's been up and down, inconsistent, not performing at big meets, performing in season. But he's finally putting some swims together at big meets, on the national team, and I'm just happy for him.
Talk about an athlete. He is an excellent athlete.
And that's right. It's was he 155.1 in the semi in the 200 IM?
He was.
Yeah.
So, that's cause for celebration.
Absolutely.
Easy to overlook that when somebody pops off that 152.
And so also of note, this is the Texas final. We have 4 guys, and we don't anymore because I guess Carson Foster dropped is not on the start list. I'm not sure. Maybe he's focusing on the 4x2. Maybe he got hit with illness. I don't know what the story is there, but we've got Leon Marchand, Hubie Koch, and Shane Casas, all of whom are training with Bob Bowman at Texas right now. It was half of this final was Texas, but no Carson Foster, which is a bummer to see, but I hope he's doing okay. And I hope we see him later in the meet.
I talked to a few parents of elites. They were like, I can't say who I talked to, but let's just say they're medalists.
Their sources.
They were describing a situation where people are getting sick, and it's really brutal. It's worse than I thought it was.
We have 17 athletes over there, and one of our guys got hit yesterday with the stomach bug.
So this is something that's like going around World Championships. It's a viral infection probably, and people are getting it left and right because we keep seeing people dropping out, which is obviously just really unfortunate. That's not what you want to see at a World Champs.
Marchand 24-11 at the wall.
Yeah.
Cass is right there with him, huh?
Yeah, and he
Koch.
He took it out. He took it out much slower in the final.
Who did? Shane?
Yeah.
I think 23.8. I don't think you need to take.
I think he had I think he just had a better backstroke though.
Yeah,
he was out super fast in that semi, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Did he pop out something crazy?
Yeah,
he did. I mean, 23.8 is a good 50 fly time. and you have 350s left to swim. But he's taking it to Leon right now. I mean, it's hard to keep up with Leon in breaststroke, but Shane is putting it out there. As is Hubie Koch in lane 2. So the Texas guys are
3 training partners going at it, right? Just another day at the office.
Yeah.
Seriously. Well, Leon is almost a full second behind his own world record pace. So I don't think we're seeing another 152, but he's doing what he needs to do. And and Shane and Hubie are riding his coattails.
Hang on a second.
I think they might get Shane to a 154 here.
153.68. Shane 154.3.
Oh,
Wow.
Casas 154.3 is that. I'm very happy for Shane. Wow.
Yeah.
That is very good for him.
Shane looks big on that freestyle coming home. That's excellent.
That's a really good swim for Shane.
In the back of my head, I'm like, did Bob go, Leon, you got the world record. If you're gonna pick up the gold medal, he goes, just swim on the lane line.
Yeah.
We need to give Shane a shot in the arm. They need to get him over the hump. Just to see,
give him a ride, baby.
Just say, give him some help. He can go that fast. He just doesn't know it yet. You need to show him.
Yeah.
Look at that energy there. That's outstanding. That's a great picture.
Yeah. No, the three of them all together. Because Hubie Koch is bronze, 155.3, I think he was. So we got a Texas podium.
Wow.
That is the Bowman podium.
It's a lot.
That doesn't hurt recruiting.
Yeah. Interesting that Duncan Scott, who was 55 in semis, drops to 56.3. In final, he was fourth. But wow. All really good swims for those three guys. 54.3. Not even the American record for Shane Goss's.
I predicted 153.62. What did he go in the 200 AM? 153.68. I think Bill and Matt were predicting a 151s.
I don't know about that.
You win the over.
I think it was definitely.
Coleman, clip that out. Put that on social media.
If it was The Price is Right, you're going to the Showcase Showdown right there.
clip that video out and put it on social media. So
Mel, this is the first time
for the 4 AM.
Yeah. I mean, that's the 4 AM should be a really good race. Mel, this is the first time I've heard you say the number 153.62. I think you just made that up.
You might have had it written down there.
I did.
Do you have written proof?
I wrote it down. No, yes. I was just trying to manufacture a clip where I might look semi-intelligent.
It's okay.
It's not going to work.
Good race.
But that was a great race. That was exciting and really happy for Shane. I was doing something else when Matt was talking about what he's doing. Are you a software engineer? Is that what you said, Matt?
Yeah.
And you were living in the Big Apple. I did 2 years in the Big Apple. That's awesome.
Thank you.
It's you have to hang out with Coleman or his feelings will get hurt.
I'll probably see him at some point.
We'll cross paths. Maybe at a YMCA.
Matt, do you go down to the New York Athletic Club to get in?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I was there last night.
Decent training group?
Yeah. Pretty great group of people there.
You beating up on anybody?
I mean, there are some good swimmers there, but I try my best.
Is that still like a 4-lane, 25-yard pool?
5 lanes.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Yeah,
it's
tiny.
It's a funny pool.
Yeah.
Is that on the park? Like if you stayed in,
it's like a block from the park.
Yeah,
I think I've stayed there before, and I'm like, it looks like a dorm room. Oh, there's an interview with Shane coming up here. I'm gonna pop my media off and my audio off and listen.
So he's gonna listen to Shane. I have a funny story about the New York Athletic Club. When I went there this past summer, or I guess last summer, I was there at like, I don't know, 6 a.m. or something. Whenever time I was meeting my friend there to swim, and there was like these cop cars and security cars outside of this hotel across the street, and there was like all of these people holding flags outside of the hotel waiting. And I was like, wow, this is like a really big happening. Obviously this isn't for the New York Athletic Club. And I asked someone what's going on, and they're like, the Dalai Lama's here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's I guess he was doing a tour. Whatever. He was staying in that hotel, and then eventually you saw his car drive out, and everyone like held up their flags and their prayer beads, and like everyone was really excited, and and then everyone dispersed because the Dalai Lama was then gone. But
who
got to see the
Dalai Lama rock star status, right?
Yeah, seriously.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. But that's my experience at the New York Athletic Club. But yeah, then you can go to Central Park right after. You go swim at Nyack. Yeah. But I do love that they are supportive of so many Team USA athletes. I know they've supported them for decades at this point, especially a lot of pros or those that aren't necessarily supported by a college team or having a lot of funds come in. So I like New York Athletic Club. What'd you hear, Mel?
He's just talking about that's his best time, first time in a long time, and this is a new me. This is a new me. You know, last year was not me, and this is a new me now. And then she was talking about, hey, you know, three Texans on the podium, and he's like, yeah, that's really good for Bob. And, but very much so in the headspace of this is the new me. You're seeing the new me now. Which I like him. There's a lot, you know, he doesn't always communicate a lot in what he says, but there's a lot of feeling, and you get a sense that there's this ocean of emotion below with him. And we felt that for a really long time. From the moment when he was, you know, he was quiet, and then suddenly he was coming out at NC2As and it's such a big personality, and then he went back kind of into his shell. We've seen these ups and downs, but I feel like he's coming into himself.
I would say look out if he gets some confidence, right? Like, just, yeah.
Right.
No, absolutely. Because we've seen how, as you said, Bill, incredible athlete, versatile, can swim anything, long course, short course, you name it. So it's like it's there, but once again, Mel, to your point, I think we all saw that come out at trials, right? When he made the 200 IM with Carson, and just, you know, had a genuine moment of reaction and just letting that emotion come out.
I'm watching these 100 freestyle guys come out. Holy smokes, there's some horses in this race. Yeah.
No, this is men's 100 free finals behind the blocks. I'm giddy. This is
Jack's going to
go
a
good race.
Jack's going 46-1.
There you go. And you made the call.
I'll clip this out, Mel. If
no, stop it! Don't clip that out. I was joking. So do we make real predictions? I think a 46.8 will win this race.
I think
40.
That's reasonable.
Oh, yeah. No, I think so. I'm calling Kyle Chalmers. He's a half a second behind Jack and David Popovich, but that dude knows how to swim a final.
I'm hoping this is Alexi's moment.
I hope so too. I think he can pull it out.
I feel like he's moving into the Nathan Adrian, years of his life, and hoping to see that. We, of course, at Team USA, we need someone like that.
So Guy Carib in lane 8 is out pretty quick the first 50, but no one has really asserted their dominance here, dude. It's Kyle's gonna win. No one.
Popovich.
Popovich looks really good. He's doing his thing.
Oh,
for sure.
It looks so good. Oh. Whoa.
46.5 for Popovich.
46.51.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
46.51.
1100s off the world record.
46.51.
He does look unbelievable.
What does he weigh? Is he like 140 pounds wet?
And that plays well. Imagine that wall of water they had coming off of that 50 wall. And he has that body that can cut through. Yeah. That was beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Look at the reaction on Jack's gentleman saying, "I got to 46.5. Respect." He's popped off a 46.8, 46.9. He's
been under 47 many times.
Yeah, it's like this guy's popping off a great career, but the talent of Popovich is astounding.
So Alexi for silver, Chalmers for bronze. That's your podium. But 46.51, he's happy. And I think Pan wrote the script, right? And I think we saw everyone else follow, where Popovich was focusing on the 50 this year. Kyle Chalmers was focusing on the 50 this year because they knew you had to have that going out speed as well, because those guys already know how to bring it home. But yeah, what a swim.
I would like to see that last 15 meters. He put his head down. He looks so small compared to everybody else.
Wow.
He reminds me of the 100-meter dash guy from in track and field for us. He's 150 pounds. What's his name? God, our Olympic champion in track and field. This so much smaller than you would imagine.
Oh, that's interesting because I would have kind of thought you were talking about Usain Bolt.
No.
Because he was taller, but he was so skinny compared to a lot of the other sprinters. I'll tell you right now. Right?
I have a theory about long necks and sprinting. And I'm being dead serious. And you look at Popovich, and he has that long neck.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Look at Anthony Irvin. So if you go to a big meet, you go to a junior nationals, a Y nationals, you're recruiting, you're looking at body types before and after the race. During the race, you're looking for technique. So you're going to recruit. The saying is the great ones make it look easy, right? And so you're looking for stroke efficiency. But there's a body type that lends itself to that. And so just his cost for per unit of work is just lower than the other guys. Those other guys are gigantic.
Yeah.
The 100 meter dash guys, Noah Lyles is about 150 pounds, and I don't know what and he's under 6 feet tall. Popovich is taller than that, but Popovich what is he weighing in at?
I'm
looking it up now.
Yeah,
and I can't type fast enough. Maybe a comment.
Because he's 176 pounds.
Yeah, this is not a.
Wow, is that right?
Yeah, it's not.
It says Leon is lighter than him.
It's
You guys use AI to get that?
Yeah. When I think of 100 freestylers, I do think of power forwards. I think of big, fast swimmers. But even
Matt Biondi, right? Just gigantic, big bodies.
Yeah. Jack Alexi.
You look at Dressel, and Dressel is I'm 6'2", and Dressel always seemed like when he wasn't like walking like this, he would stand. He was a little bit taller than I was, and he was and he swam big, and of course he had a 42-inch vertical leap, so that gives you an extra 6 inches.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt.
Yeah, but even Caleb wasn't maybe the typical body of what you're talking about, Mel. But he was uber athletic, obviously.
Thick. Come on, the guy's he's got a lot of power and torque.
Right. But he's not. He's not Nathan Adrian.
You use the word torque there, and if you watch athletes walk, not just swimmers, walk. There's also almost an elastic component, right? It looks like kind of a rubber band. Like they return energy, and Popovich has that, right? He has it.
Yeah, he has definitely got something. Just so we're all aware, Popovich's splits were 22:49, 24:02.
Whoa!
1.5 drop off. Like that's unbelievable. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's that he's moving into an area where he would have so much moat moving into an Olympics. It's like you're always if you're trying to win a gold medal, you're trying to create moat around your performance so that hey, I come in, I'm sick, I'm still gonna beat you. That's hard to do, and with so much talent that we have, but it's like he's on a trajectory to do that.
Yeah, 46:51, man. So, and Pan when he set his world record at 46:40 was out 22:28, so 0.2 faster. And then Popovich came home a 10th faster. Anyway, that's what a swim.
On the medal ceremony for the women's to fly.
Fly. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. So Matt, speaking of Jack Alexi, I got to film a practice with Matt Fallon and Jack Alexi when they were in high school in New Jersey.
I feel like that might have been not. I remember it was at the GSUI practicing pancakes.
Oh, that's right. You guys weren't there.
I was
lied.
not there.
I did interviews with you guys when you were training together.
Yeah, I remember that.
But I didn't film you.
Yeah.
I filmed Jack's brother.
Yeah.
But my point is that you've known Jack for a long time. What in high school, what stood out to you about him as a training partner? Because you guys spent a lot of time together, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah, he's definitely just like very, very disciplined, and just like he's gotten a lot better at that, even throughout high school, then even more throughout college. And it's just been very, very like cool to just like see him kind of develop into the swimmer he's become. So he's definitely always kind of had like the killer instinct always in high school, you know. Just kind of see him put it on the big stage is pretty cool to see.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's one of our commenters, is pointing this out. Shane Casas came home in 27.9 in his 200 IM, which I think is kind of cool.
I mean, they're training him for the 400 too.
He did say in January that he was training for the 400 IM, but then I asked Bob that, and he kind of laughed. He was like, maybe Shane thinks he's training for the 400 IM.
That is a Bob thing, though. Like, Bob, what would you do for me if you trained me in 200 fly? He goes, 400 free. So he says that for everybody. You train him 400 free, 400 IM. You can do that. You can do anything. But he probably did tell Shane he's doing that. But his opinion of Shane's training isn't that he's training for it.
He's just tricking him into being able to finish the 2 IM. Yeah.
That's my opinion. My opinion is he said,
Precisely.
You're going to train for the 400 IM. And Shane's like, I'm training for the 400 IM. But Bob's opinion is that he's actually not doing it.
Yeah. No, I think that's correct. I think the best part about this is that Bob is on vacation in France right now.
He looks like he's living his best life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I especially in a post-Olympic year, I think, again, Matt Fallon doing an internship.
Yeah.
Bob Bowman taking a vacation in
Just
France.
olive oil, cakes, and wine. It's like if you watch this, you follow his social media.
Yeah. And you should be able to do that and enjoy it. And your swimmers are still gonna be okay.
I disagree.
I'm guessing he's not drinking $2 Chuck, right? Like my guess is he's probably some good stuff over there. Yeah.
Probably some nice things. No, that's awesome. So Kate Douglas has been, I'd say to this point, one of Team USA's best performers of the meet so far. She split 51 on the 400 free relay. She was 2 100ths away from a gold medal in the 100 breast. And we're seeing a little montage of her now, but she's about to swim the semifinal of the women's 200 breast.
Coleman, was it you that was talking about the fact that she was taking significantly less strokes in the 100 breast?
Someone was mentioning that.
And I didn't know if that was purposeful or that was planned or just kind of came about race.
Yeah, I mean, I think her stroke is so naturally just like long. We were comparing it the other day to Kevin Cordes. It's just, so naturally it moves her forward so much anyway that the 100, it seems like she's gotten more and more used to it as time has gone by, because again, when she does breaststroke, it's normally just such a slow rhythm, or slower tempo and rhythm. Yeah. I mean, Matt, we're about to see this, I guess, 2 semifinals in the 200 breaststroke. How do you approach a 200 breast semifinal? Because you've done this quite a few times.
Yeah.
But what's the difference between the semi and the final?
Semi is definitely harder to like kind of not go too fast and not go too slow. Kind of like a little bit in the middle. You don't want to. It's definitely all about just like the last 75, just like kind of seeing where you're at and just seeing if you need to keep sprinting or not. But that's just kind of always like kind of swim it swim it kind of like you would a final swim, but just like more relaxed, and then just kind of like pace with your heat the last 100.
Matt, how aware are you when you're in the water in a 200 breaststroke? What's going on around you? Do you have a pretty good sense of kind of where you are in the heat?
I've always been a person that kind of like look around the heat when I can, which I know isn't a great thing, but definitely helps you keep track of like who's around you, who's in front of you, who's behind you. So that's good.
Do you do much in the way of due diligence before a race and say, all right, I can pick off this guy or pick off that guy?
Sometimes I'll definitely decide like who next to me is probably going to go out faster and just try and like, draft off of them or something.
Sure.
So we're in the water right now for this first women's semi. Kate Douglas is in lane 4, and she already is a body length ahead of the field at the 50. She's under world record pace. The world record holder, by the way, is in the next semifinal, Evgenia Chikhanova of the neutral athletes. And Alex Walsh of America also down there in lane 1, world champ in the 100 breast. Anna Ellent is in lane 2. So we've got some interesting faces and names here, but this is all Kate Douglas. She just looks
like this is kind of have it in the bag.
Dominant.
She is so high on the water.
107.63 at the 100.
Goodness.
Yeah. So it's 3.5 tenths above the world record pace. So Alex Walsh, coming off a silver medal in the 200 IM behind Summer McIntosh, she had a great swim there. She looks controlled here, but she's kind of with the pack, maybe towards the back of the pack, but we could see that change on this third 50. And again, you don't really know where anyone is at health-wise during this
143.75 at the 150 for Douglas.
If she holds it together, that's a 219.220. Now, obviously, last 50 of breaststroke. That's a challenge.
Yeah, I feel like she might shut it down here.
Yeah, I was about to say it looks like this could be a 219 mid to high, which obviously would be a great swim.
Matt, where do you get in trouble late in a race? So if you have a cue, do you lose your hips? They start getting a little bit low? Like what are you fighting against?
Just like general, just like not able to pull anymore. Okay. And the legs just getting like really, really, because the tech suit definitely helps with the legs and really, 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 really compress your legs. So it's a little harder for the legs to die, but in my experience, my arms just kind of like really stop pulling, and then I'm not able to come up as much. Like my hips just start falling.
So what do you go to? Quick breath, fast hands? What's your internal dialogue to make sure that doesn't happen?
Just kind of like push down and just like fast hands, because typically I can like try and follow it up with fast legs, and like that kind of like helps propel me. But it's just really about like trying to keep the same stroke, and just trying to keep the hips up and just trying to like be as efficient as possible while doing while just like cycling as fast as possible.
Okay.
So that so KD 20.9 easy. Like you guys said, might have shut it down a little that last 50. Alex Walsh, I think, was 7.
225.
So not the best swim for her. I know second place in that heat was 223. I think that was Evans from Great Britain. So kind of all bunched up behind Kate Douglas. But pretty sure Alex Walsh is out of the final. Anna Ellent, the world champ in the 100 breast, was 6th. I'm guessing she might not make it either.
To our conversation earlier, that's a heat where you say that second heat's looking at it saying, okay, I've got a shot.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of opportunity for the second heat here. We'll see how many from that second heat are able to make it in. But if they really go for it, I feel like this could be a 1-7 situation again.
Yeah. So,
oh my God, Satomi Suzuki. This is my favorite swimmer at this meet. 34 years old, and she's still making finals. She won 3 medals in London, and she's still doing it at a high level. She made the 100 breast final. She went a best 4th. She's been having a great meet and a great renaissance of her career.
Stupid question, but how cold is it in the venue? Everybody's coming out pretty wrapped up.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's there's nothing worse than being cold before a race. You're always trying to keep your core temp really warm. I'm just wondering how cool it is. Everyone's
You're right. That lane 3, that parka looks like she could climb Mount Everest in it. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, someone was saying earlier, the puffier your coat, the bigger it makes you look, the more intimidating it makes you look when you walk out. Blake Peroni was saying that.
I'm gonna write that down. I need a puffier coat.
You know, it's like to be in a hot, super hot, humid climate, and then to go into an air-conditioned venue. The chill kind of chills your bone to the bone a little differently when you're moving in and out of those environments, and it's an energy drain. I'm just wondering how they're managing that. I don't know what the temp is. We got to ask somebody what the temp is in the venue.
I always have an appreciation for athletes that have the discipline or the foresight to plan for that, right? Like you see the kid who's got the cap on or wearing socks, or just the little details that sometimes get lost.
Hands and feet and head. Keep them warm.
Yeah. Keep them covered. So we're in the water with semifinal number 2. So this is the first time we've seen the world record holder, Evgenia Chikhanova of Russia, representing, the neutral athletes B here at this meet. First time we've seen her compete at a world champs in 5 years. And so I'm honestly pretty excited to just see her compete on the world stage. We've also got Alina Shmushka of Belarus for the neutral athletes A right next to her. And they could honestly be the top 2 athletes out of this heat.
Any theories on why we have so many Eastern Europeans that are exceptional on the women's side in the breaststroke?
That's a good question.
Not sure.
Discipline.
Maybe. I mean, they're really good at ballet, right? Maybe ballet is close to artistic swimming, which is close to breaststroke. Melvin will tell you. Maybe there's a correlation there.
Matt, I've always felt that breaststroke should be a part of synchro artistic swimming. It's just opinion. It's not. You don't have to agree with it.
I mean, I could see it. You'd probably be pool's probably a little too small for that, but it's going to be doing breaststroke in circles.
Matt, you're a bit of an anomaly in breaststroke. Most breaststrokers aren't very aerobic beasts. And I remember being out at trials and you'd already made the team and you're back to training, getting ready for the games. And I want to say I walked by and your coach said, all right, we're doing, I don't know, 3,000, or you said I'm doing a 3,000. That's not the norm for breaststrokers.
No, fun fact, I actually, I tried my hand. Well, it didn't go very well, so I switched back to breaststroke, but I tried my hand at open water when I was younger.
Okay.
So I've always been very aerobic. I've always been doing like the mile to fly. And then I just got like pretty good at breaststroke when I was, wow, this is really very, I thought it was only 220. Or that's still fast, but I thought it was going to be like a 217, but sorry. No, I was just always been like a huge distance trainer, like people call it old school kind of training. So the day after my 2-breasted trials, I did I swam like 6,000-7,000, just kind of getting back into it. With that was like short course meters, but then I did doubles every single day after that. And in the afternoon every day. There wasn't really any space in the long course pool, so I'd pop into the short course meters pool and do a 3,000 for time for like the 3 days after, just to kind of like get a quick workout in, and then I'd be done. Yeah.
Just a cool 3K for time.
Yeah, I've done a lot of those in my time, but there was definitely I agree. Like I've definitely been of the whole old school swimming style of training. My career, I think people can attest to that. But I think and that's what made me good. But I think when I started doing a lot of like race prep, like lactate sets and stuff like that, and like shorter sets, I think that's when I was able to get like really, really good. Like that, like 2023, 2024, when I started doing more of that stuff. Just like doing suited 200 breaths in practice, like suited, sorry, rough morning. Just like suited breaststroke stuff in practice. Definitely just kind of like helping a lot. A lot of 50s long course breaststroke pace too. I do a lot of those.
That aerobic base is like a superpower because you can do that type of work more often. Mm-hmm. You recover more quickly. I think it's a bit unusual. You don't see that. It's not very common with breaststrokers.
I remember, and this is not a lie, I did film your practice at Penn, Matt.
Yes.
In the fall of 2021. And yeah, you were doing like a 400 IM set. I think you were training for the 400 IM at the time.
Yeah. I used to do the 400 used to be my best event for a while. And then the backstroke. Just can't do backstroke. That's always been my kryptonite.
Let me jump in here. Kate did an interview, and she just said that training for the 100 breast has improved her 200 breast. That was it. So we're getting information for non-swimming fans, but she looks super relaxed.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the top 8? It was 220.60 to 224.1 for a final heat.
Yep. Yeah. So Chickenova is your top seed world record holder. Sorry, go ahead, Bill.
I was just going to say Kate had the fastest takeout at the 100 by over a second. So it begs the question: did she shut it down?
Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
I think she'll have more in the tank, and I think that race will be really interesting to watch, just because, as we just mentioned, Kate's kind of been training for the 100. Her speed is there, and Chickenova has always had that back half. So I think it'll be a really fun race tomorrow to watch in the final.
Yeah. And Kate Douglas wins with the world record pace.
Oh, we've got another guest joining us. Melanie Margalis, what's up?
Hi, how are you?
Doing great. How are you doing?
I am good. I'm tired, but I'm excited. This is the first time I've actually gotten to sit down and watch Worlds, so I'm excited.
Have you kept up with Worlds at all?
Oh yeah. I mean, the first thing I woke up this morning and Nick said, Summer just went 201.99 in the 2-fly.
What do you think about that?
It's crazy. I wish she had broken the world record though, because I mean, I'm sure she
does too.
She did too, but it's just so crazy.
It really is. Did Nick tell you about Summer's reaction to going to a 199? She was pissed.
Was she?
Yeah.
Lots of colorful metaphors.
Yeah.
It may or may not. Yeah.
Allegedly, she used 2 colorful metaphors immediately after seeing her time.
Well, that's probably fair.
Yeah, which we were talking, like it's nice. It's nice to see a genuine reaction. It's nice to see someone really really go for something and fall short of it and not have to fake a smile.
Yeah, because what is the record? Like 201.8, right?
81. Yeah.
Yeah.
Melanie, who's joining you there on the call?
Oh, this is Tina and Louise.
All right.
Great names.
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice kitties.
Nice. Well, Melanie,
50 back.
I don't recall. Where are you living now? Are you in Dallas? Are you
No,
Atlanta?
we just moved back to Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's it being back in Georgia?
So good. We're so happy. This is like like this feels like home now to us
Mhm.
in Atlanta. So yeah, we're really happy.
We just had a 50 back final.
6 and 7, unreal underwater off the start.
Whoa. 2708, Catherine Burkhoff, world champion.
Yeah, they were showing David Burkhoff images. She's got to be very happy about that.
She had a great back half.
Wow.
Of the 50.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Almost embarrassing.
Wow.
That's outstanding. 1-2.
Yeah, Reagan Smith on there for silver.
You know, it's taking me a second, but I'm like, wait a minute. I used to kind of dismiss these 50s of stroke, but they matter now. The 50s of stroke. These 60s of stroke make you an icon. I'll look at mom. There's her mom. Haven't seen her in a minute.
It's kind of interesting how many young 20-year-olds are coming out of retirement now that the 50s are in play. There's a number.
So, Bill, I mean, I know you're, or at least what I've seen, you're more of a distance guy, but you're talking about the back half of Catherine Burkhoff's 50. What do you think is the key to having a good back half of a 50 like that?
This is going to sound crazy, but I think you have to be judicious in how you use your fuel or your energy. Mm-hmm. And so you watch Burkhoff there, her tempo is what won it, and tempo over the last 15 to 20 meters. Lane 6 and 7 out of the gate, first 15, unbelievable. And Burkhoff's world class underwater. But in my opinion, it's say like a 200, right? Maybe you're smooth, build, tempo, go to the legs. The 50's not a lot different. You've got to be smart in terms of how you use that energy or use that fuel.
Mm-hmm. No, that I like that analysis a lot. I don't know if this. Go ahead, Mel.
It's just like Matt and Coleman and I were all just listening so closely because we've never understood sprinting ever once in our entire life. We're like going, this sounds like magic to us. We're like, is he really saying anything true? Do we really believe him? Because I think this is a lie. I think you're either born a sprinter or you're not a sprinter, and everything in between is just kind of BS.
Well, so this is interesting. We're talking about Reagan Smith yesterday, right? Like somebody, I want to say Mike Corrado, her club coach growing up, said that she could have gone under 430 short course yards, 500 free. She didn't race it a whole lot. She's not a sprinter, genetically speaking, but she just finished second in the world in a 50 backstroke. And so if you looked across, right? But to your point, Mel, genetics, they matter. They do make a difference.
Like all the difference, because if it wasn't Matt would be swimming 50 breast. Coleman would be swimming 50 fly. Mel Stewart would be swimming the 50. But we're all 200 and 400 swimmers and distance swimmers. We're distance swimmers who fake 200s. The truth is, Matt Fallon's a distance swimmer. I was a miler when we all were like, I don't want to do that. So, but what could we do? We do 200 breast, you do 200 fly, 400 IM.
Well, I actually probably would have done a lot more distance free if it weren't for my terrible flutter kick. Breaststroke kick is the only kick I could do.
There's nothing worse than recruiting a distance kid who wants to be a sprinter, and then they come to college and think that I've got the magic. Like, don't blame me, blame your parents, right?
I just have a vision of you sitting in your office explaining to a kid with a vertical leap of 10 inches, you're not going to be a sprinter. You're swimming the 400 IM. We might get you in a 200 breast, 200 fly. This is your future. Sorry.
And they try to convince, that they'll try and show out in practice, right? Like we'll go 100 IM. They're like, I won the heat, coach. I'm the sprinter.
Yeah, you're going to win that heat every time in practice until the big show, and then you're going to get crushed.
Yeah. And then Dressel's 42-inch vertical pays the bills.
Okay, hold on a second. Melanie, what's your relationship to speed? Did you ever get to swim 50s?
I swam 50 free at a dual meet. But
Melanie, Fred was your coach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys swim many 50s in practice?
Yeah, we did test that like every week.
Okay.
Sorry, Fred who and what where was this?
In St. Pete. Matt Fallon actually has.
Yeah, also my coach too.
Yeah.
I trained with him my senior year of high school, and just whenever I'm home, really, in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not a lot of 50s for Fred.
A lot of like 300s pull.
Oh, God.
From what I remember.
I'm sorry. I just listened to the interview in case you guys cared. Reagan picked up her second silver, and she's there's comment on she didn't start training until April.
Wow.
And so she's having a great world championships, and she's hitting all her times, like all her goal times, and she's exceeding her expectations in everything that she's doing. But even though it's not translating into some individual goals, but she's very, very happy with her performance considering time off. Catherine is just like, I won and it feels good. She's just, and I think her reaction was just emotional. But anyway, that was the on deck interview, and we only it's like a minute long, 45 seconds to a minute. You can't really.
Tony Parker is giving out medals right now.
What? He is.
What
is that about?
I mean, that's awesome, but cool. Why is he in Singapore at a swimming world championship?
Yeah, that seems so random.
I mean, maybe he went there for Leon because he's French. I don't know.
Huh.
I have no idea, but that's cool. I think Shane looked giddy on the podium, and for a second I was like, oh, he's excited. He got his medal. He went a good time. But then it's like, oh no, he's excited because he's getting his medal from Tony Parker. Wow. If you don't know who Tony Parker is, he's a 4-time NBA champion. He's for the San Antonio Spurs, NBA Hall of Famer, umpteen-time All-Star, point guard, really good basketball player. And he's from France. Maybe they got him. Well, maybe they got him to hand out that podium because he was in San Antonio, and all 3 of those men now train in Austin. I have no idea. We need to get to the bottom of this. SwimSwam needs to really dig into the weeds and find out what the heck Tony Parker is doing in Singapore.
Coleman's an NBA fan, in case anybody didn't get it.
He was spitting facts. They're 4-time NBA champion. I'm impressed, Coleman.
Well, that's my guilty pleasure is the NBA. Wow, and they're all throwing up horns. That's cool. Melanie, do you have any thoughts on a 152.69 men's 200 IM?
I need to see the video. I'm so mad that I have
to
not
believe
seen
it's
the
real.
That is so crazy. Like how? Like after all this time, how? Like that's just such a big jump. When's that world record even from? Like
2011.
Holy cow.
Had you made a national team at that point?
No.
I'm gonna say something controversial, something to upset everybody. I think Summers 2:01.99 is more impressive than a 152 world record men's 200 IM. I think if you compare the data over time and the actual the context of that world record in the women's event, how fast that is in comparison to everybody else, I think the margin between her and the pack over time in history, I think that 2:01.99 is an impressive swim.
You might be right. I mean, considering, like, I don't know. I feel like there's been guys that's been going 154, like, have been going, like, fairly close to the world record, right? Versus, like, nobody really goes close to that women's world record in the 2 fly. Like, that's, like, has been, like, something that's been so far reaching from anything anybody's been swimming versus, like, how many times have we thought that, like, maybe somebody's going to break the men's 200 IM world record,
Every
That's
year.
probably fair.
I think it would be fairly equal. But that's a good point. It's a good point, Mel.
It's just an opinion. or
Now
whatever.
the two flies, the 2009 record. There's probably not many of those left on the board, are there?
No, that's the only women's.
Yeah.
And then I think there's 4 on the men's side, 2 free, 8 free, 2 back. I'm pretty sure there's one more.
The Lochte 154 flat was that the Olympic or world champ?
No. 2011 world champs in
2011
Shanghai.
world champs. That's right. Okay.
50 free.
50
for the
free.
men.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. 50, 200, 800 free, 2 back. I'm kind of hoping we see someone get closer to that 2 back world record tonight or tomorrow.
Matt, are you looking at the field here for the 2 breasts?
I am. This morning wasn't insanely fast to be in the semis. Like 2:11, I think.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I think we're going to see. I think it's probably going to end up being. I think how it usually is under 210 for finals or like 209 low, but it's so different every meet. You can't really tell. So.
Wait, Matt Fallon. Someone's saying Matt Fallon was mentioned on the NBC broadcast.
Darn right
Really?
it is.
Getting shot.
I don't have it. I don't have it planned right now, so I don't have the sound on. I just have it. I'm just looking at it. But
that's fine.
That would be funny.
Matt, how do you feel watching the men's 2 breasts on TV versus swimming it?
Honestly, it just feels like I'm watching one of the other races. I don't.
You don't wish.
Like it feels. It's definitely just different watching because I feel like I'm someone who will has equal enjoyment from swimming a race and watching it. I can just get excited about it. So that's my view on it. It's still easy for me to get excited about it.
You have equal enjoyment.
Yeah.
That's crazy because watching swimming makes me feel like I'm gonna throw up because I get so nervous for people.
It takes like 15 years for that to go away.
Great.
You got some time left, Melanie.
I just want you to know. You got to get in. Your hair has to start to turn white before you're like, I have no emotional attachment to this.
I still definitely get nervous watching it, but it's just, I've always enjoyed just watching, just like swimming, and kind of like seeing how things play out.
I can't tell you the number of times I've had athletes overseas and I'll be up at 3 a.m. watching a race downstairs and my wife will come down and say, what's wrong? Because I'll be yelling yeah. Although I'm completely detached, right?
Yeah. No, it was funny. The other morning, Matt Kredich was on with us and he's like, all right, guys, well, my Mona McSherry, my swimmer is about to swim. So I'm going to sign off before I start cursing.
Matt Kredich curses. I don't believe that.
maybe it's just in the comfort of his own home.
He's like the nicest guy ever.
These guys are out lightning fast. Hang on,
these are
one
tired. Oh no, only 101s. I thought that they're all out. They were all out like 28 high.
It's really interesting. We're talking about the first semifinal versus the second, and how it's kind of been like this 2-6 split for some of them. But Chin Hai Yang, the world record holder, is in this first semi, and he looks solid so far. But it will be really interesting to see again how the second semi is able to react. And it looks like there's kind of this front runner crowd of 3 or 4 swimmers in this heat, but Ippei Watanabe of Japan, who's been really consistent over the last 5 or 7 years, just continuing to
yeah, he is pulling away and he's not trying too hard.
How can you tell that?
He just looks so long.
He does.
He's got a good line.
He's speeding up now, but you kind of got to do that like any 200.
Yeah.
I think Chin's just trying to be top 3. What are they?
208.01.
Oh wow.
Pretty good.
So 8.0. Casper Corbo is 8.4. Chin Hai Yang.
9.3. That I think that will still be in the final because he's third.
Yeah, I we've
That's
seen
a
a lot
tightly
of 2.6s.
Yeah, that Phil, was that a slow semi? That was a slow semi.
Could have been
2093 for third just doesn't seem that.
Well, that's second. He's looking at that 2096, saying, "All right, like there it is."
We've seen this. We've seen a lot of slow semis, and then the other heat pops off, and we've seen that first heat get demolished.
Kind of like when you're a big meet and you're looking at the unseeded heats in prelims, and somebody puts up a time, you're like, "Yep, that's the time it's going to take to get 16th or 8th or yeah."
Yeah, it seems like there's enough talent in the second heat to potentially have 5 or 6 go through from that second semi. So we'll see.
My experience in the 2 breast, there are a lot of people who could go under 2093, but will they is a very separate question.
Why do you think that is such a is it strategy? Is it how you're feeling on the day? Is it how you are able to execute? Like what makes that barrier so hard?
I think like, at least for me, the 200 breasts, like there are a lot of people who like argue against this, but at least for me, breaststroke and like the 200 breaststroke and just like breaststroke in general is a very feel-based event. And like, it's one of those events where if something small, like you can have some room for error and still be fine. But for me, it's just one of those things where if there's like a little more that's off, there needs to be like things can go very awry very fast. And that happens too. I think like if you're out a little too fast at the 100, like that last 100 is not going to be very fun at all. Or if you're out a little too slow, which I've definitely done a lot. The last 100 is going to be a very, very long battle. The last 100 feels like it's 5 minutes long.
Matt, if you're at a big meet and you kind of lose your stroke, how do you reset it? Like whether it's tempo, technique, rhythm, whatever, how do you get your stroke back?
Easier said than done, but just kind of like go back to first principles, just kind of like go back step 0, like, am I pulling the water? Like, am I keeping my knees together? Stuff like that. I mean, I really have no amazing strategy that allows me to just like flip my stroke like that. But I just try my best to just kind of like think about fundamentals.
Will you scull? Will you drill? Is there a set that you do to kind of get your rhythm back?
Just general, just like sculling. It just helps. Just doing pace 50s, seeing where I go wrong, like seeing what makes me faster or slower, and then just kind of like applying that. I feel like my stroke has definitely evolved in breaststroke over the past few years, so it's just changes every meet. But yeah.
When you're on, Matt, do you feel like you're swimming downhill?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the 200 fly, 200 breast is the art of your inability to swim downhill.
Yeah, that's a very good way of putting it. There have been times where I feel like I'm swimming downhill. There have been times where I feel like I'm swimming up a wall. Who is that in lane? Who is in lane? Who's third from the bottom? Just had an insane pullout.
Oh, wow.
You guys are way ahead of me on my feed.
Yeah, I swear I think you guys are like 30 seconds ahead of me. Everything
this
you
happens.
say, I'm like, I am not.
I was 30 seconds behind you guys before. I think that's that's Krill Pagoda. That he had an insane start. They're all out. Like, I guess this is just me, but I feel like I never go out under 29. I mean, I also go out really slow, but I feel like everybody's out 28 in these semis.
Matt, you're like a freight train coming home, though.
Yeah. But still, I could never even like, I feel like going out 28 is just like so. I feel like it's very rare to see everybody going out 28.
I would call Kirill Pagoda. Go ahead. I would call Kirill Pagoda the Nick Fink of Russia.
Yeah, he's got amazing start and pull out.
Such a good start and pull out. Can swim 50 up to the 200 exceedingly proficiently. I think he still is the world record holder in the 200 short course breaststroke.
Yeah.
And
AJ Pouch is making a move right here.
You got two Sergio coached athletes in this second heat, I believe.
AJ, I think AJ can.
Oh yeah, AJ and Carlos.
Yeah.
AJ could be 207 right here.
AJ's just been he's been nipping, and it's so good to see him.
He's pulling the water. I think he's going to be 207.
Someone wanted your thought on AJ Pouch's stroke.
I mean, whatever breaststroke is a whatever works for you stroke, in my opinion. So it's definitely a little like I wouldn't do it like that. But I mean, right now, I mean, look at him; it's working for him. He's pulling away. Is it going to be 207?
So it looks like there's 5 guys here who are.
Yeah, you're right.
Could definitely all make it. And
yeah, a lot of good.
It's going to be 8.
Those were all
208 in the final.
It's all 208s.
Yeah, that's
5
crazy.
guys in this heat.
So they're all 208. I think that means Chin is 8th.
Is he exactly 8th?
I'm pretty sure he's 8th. He was 9.3, and there were 5 guys in that heat who were 208, and then it was 210. So Chin Haiyang is 8th. Who's the world record holder? But yeah, it's going to be a really interesting final because that semi was so tightly bunched with those
30 years ago, my roommate Mike Behrman was a 209 in the 200 breast.
Really?
Wearing a brief.
Wearing a wool sweater.
Wearing a brief, wearing a rubber cap, gasket goggles. Did he even wear goggles? I can't remember. Didn't need them. Did he wear a cap? No.
I think back then you swam uphill both ways.
I'm just saying, 30 years ago, my roommate, 209.
That's one of those swims that you talk about, the 201 or the 152. That's what that was, right?
I don't know. I don't mean to be biased, but I think it might be better. I was like 208. I thought this heat was out and they were bunched together. They were out like 0.4 to 0.5 seconds faster at the 100. I thought we were going to see a bunch of 207s.
Yeah.
Matt, doesn't your head actually do a similar thing to AJ Pouch's in breaststroke?
It used to. I know exactly what you're talking about, though.
Like
I used to
you're
come
trying to
up
swim
like
the
that
other
all
way.
the way back.
Every time you come up, it's like you're trying to swim back.
I try to swim towards the ceiling. I used to do that a lot more just because I would want to get like my lower back a lot, or like my upper back, just kind of like try and shoot back. That way I can shoot forward. But since I've been like it's all in the abs. You really want to like just like come up and then shoot down. So that's what I've kind of come upon. And that's really, I mean, I made a lot of changes to my stroke like in between 2023 2024. I think a lot of that is what definitely helped me.
Interesting.
So,
and
Melanie,
Josh didn't swim, right?
No, he
I hope
pulled out.
I hope he's doing all right.
Yeah. I'm assuming due to illness. But yeah, we don't know exactly where every athlete's at. Melanie, what was your theory on breaststroke technique, or what worked best for you?
I don't know. I feel like I had like a very standard normal breaststroke. Like I feel like there was nothing weird or different about my stroke. Like I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Like, you know, that one girl from South Africa, I'm forgetting her name.
Tatiana?
Yes. Like she's got like a crazy breaststroke. I love that breaststroke though. Like I love a big, like powerful looking, like you're trying to do something breaststroke. I didn't have that. Like I feel like I just am like swimming along kind of breaststroke. You know what I mean? I love a big. I'm not into but I'm also not like a Lydia Jacoby. Like that sort of breaststroke doesn't make any sense to me. Obviously it works, but like,
yeah,
it's like almost annoying to me. I'm like, you're not doing anything. Like, can we like see some
That's like
behind your stroke?
I think Lydia's like the closest thing to a water bug I've ever seen.
Yeah.
In like real life.
Yeah.
which is crazy because it obviously does work.
Did anybody listen to AJ's interview?
No.
I'm okay. I think I might have been the only one. He's just commenting on the third place at trials. You know, the meat of cheaters place. and how he was so happy to, of course, turn it around this year and be in the position that he's in. That was the entire interview.
Definitely is. I mean, he's very consistently. I think he's due for a 207. Just by like looking at him, watching him swim, I think he's gonna. I mean, in the 200 breast, it's really easy to like be consistently like a second above what you're capable of, but it's super hard to just like really put something together. Like really have everything be really in a really, really good spot. I think once he's able, and that's not like due to even skill or anything. It's just like eventually it happens. Like eventually you just feel good one day. It's like when you wake up in the morning, you just feel it. That's kind of how I describe it. Yeah, I think once he puts it together, I think he's going to be under 208.
It'd be great to see in the final. As Bill pointed out, you got 2 Virginia Tech or Sergio trained swimmers in there with Carlos Cole-Marti and AJ Pouch.
Yeah.
Man, it was 8-3, 8-4, 8-4, 8-4, 8-5.
It's going to be a heck of a final
for the 2nd through 6th. Yeah, so it's going to be a tight race. I'm seeing men's 100 free medal podium right now. I didn't see who handed out the medals, but
Chris Brereton.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Did he really? Okay, Chris. Chris is the board chair of USA Swimming. He's board chair for USA Swimming Board of Directors. Chris was a breaststroker at the University of Georgia.
Go Dogs!
And so he got his JD at Duke. He was the COO of MGM Studios, then brokered the sale of MGM Studios to Amazon, where he retained the title of COO of MGM and EVP of all streaming for Amazon. Then he left to become a partner at the Russo brothers. If you guys don't know, the Russo brothers are the directors of the highest grossing film of all time, the last big Marvel movies. So he's a former swimming alum who's a high flying power player in the entertainment industry and our board chair that a lot of people are probably unhappy with right now because we are 337 days into our search for a CEO for United States Swimming, and we have not found one.
But who's counting?
Keep counting? Score at home. That's right.
And we have not counted. So we are very proud of Chris Brereton and his accomplishments, but we would like to focus on finding us a chief executive and not be giving out awards.
But who's counting?
That too,
who's counting? I'm not counting.
I'm sick of all of Nick's board stuff all the time, so I also would like them to get on with it.
So is Nick on the board?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a terrible time to join the board too.
This is true. This preceded him. In his defense. This preceded Nick. He stepped backwards into a bee's nest.
But that, I imagine that keeps him pretty busy because I'm guessing they have a lot of stuff to do right now.
We want his IQ on the board. We need that, his IQ and perspective. It's badly needed.
Board work. You're never sure you want to do it, and everybody says, "Oh, it won't be bad, but you always feel better after the fact.
Yeah, that's a
do
lot.
Do you feel better?
I
don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know about this board. Wait, hold on. Speaking of Go Dogs, Melanie, I want your opinion on one more swim. 151.8, Luca Urlando.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm excited for him.
I'm guessing you've seen a bit of his journey because maybe you didn't have much overlap, but I think you got a little bit. But it's like this 17-year-old kid goes 153.8. He's the next Michael Phelps, and then just gets hit again and again with injuries. And to see him have that swim was really big.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like I actually was thinking yesterday about like a time when it was just like everyone who we were training with was like over in race course, and we were like swimming like the other way, just like the two of us, because there was like something wrong with both of us. I mean, how many times has there been something wrong with Luca, Yeah. I mean, that dude is like, to be able to just like keep just like your shoulder just like keeps falling out and you're like, no, I'm just like gonna keep going. Like, I'm just gonna keep pushing forward. It's so crazy. Like, I feel like at one point you just be like, okay, I guess like my shoulders don't want to do this. But luckily he apparently doesn't think that, because it all paid off now. And even to just see like, because I think he got messed up last year when Bob went to Texas.
Totally.
Like, I think that was like bad timing, obviously. And then
because he was training at ASU, right?
Yeah. And then I feel like maybe he like went home after Bob went to Texas or something. So
okay,
I feel like just like weird timing last year, but yeah, it was really exciting.
Yeah, no, to see him have that swim this year. I mean, the whole season, he has just been on fire, right? Broke the NCAA record twice, had a huge swim in Sacramento, made the world's team, and then to win his first world title. Yeah, that he's been on a roller coaster, but all high. I guess that's not a good metaphor.
Are you guys watching this, the 200 semi?
Yeah, this kid in lane 8's got one going.
Yeah, we're 56.05 at the 100.
Oh, that's Peter Coatsy.
Yeah, our 100 back guy, 100 back winner.
Yeah, so that's he was 51.85 in the 100 back. So I feel like going out in 55.0 maybe is slow. I don't know. It doesn't seem that crazy.
If you just look at him, his head is sitting there. He's relaxed. He looks. 200 back sucks. I've said this many times. It's the worst event. You just drive it. It's just you're going to hurt no matter what if you swim it correctly. Just so much legs. But he looks fantastic. He's in control of this heat. He's a body length ahead. They're below his feet.
Absolutely. So Greenbank was in second at the 150. Luke Greenbank of Great Britain. But yeah, this is all Peter Coatsy. We'll see what he does.
Down.
Goodness gracious.
154.22.
Wow.
That's a good swim.
He's done some racing this summer.
Yeah, so he if you didn't know, he was at WUGS last week in Berlin, and he swam the 100. He won the 100 back there, prelims, semis, and finals. He was 51.99 to win the 100 back. He swam the 100 free, I think, as well, and the 50 back. I mean, he had a full meet at WUGS and then came straight to Singapore from Berlin and then won a world title here. That was not on my bingo card, certainly. I'm really impressed with the amount of racing he's been able to do in the last couple weeks.
I wonder when he started tapering for WUGS.
That's I mean, I don't how do you manage 2 week-long meets back to back?
I wonder how long of a taper. I'd really like to know how long this taper's been going on. Because we're
and clearly it's working.
Clearly. Yeah. I mean, like Melanie, maybe the ISL was similar of like just managing back-to-back racing like that. How do you feel like you were able to manage that and try to stay fast the whole time?
I don't know. That's like my bread and butter. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm good. Like, you give me like one day before and I'm good to go. So like, I feel like I'm a really bad person to ask.
I missed that. Are you a 1 day taper person? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh yeah.
I do a 1 day taper. That sounds horrible. You hit taper, it'd be 6 weeks of joy.
6 weeks.
Not 1 day.
I just looked it up. It's the time zone difference between Berlin and Singapore is 6 hours. That alone, right? I mean, like take the taper out and just 6 hour time zone.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people were wondering, because when WUGS was going on is when everyone else was in Asia for training camp, right? Yeah. Getting used to the time zone. And so that's why everyone was kind of surprised that he did the full meet at WUGS and then just, Singapore. Okay.
At a certain point, we've got to start putting up a graph and be like, who's on the stomach bug list and who's not on the list. because it just every time I'm going through social and looking at media, people are pulling out of races. They're sidelined. But it makes me think, hey, did he miss the sickness by staying away?
That's a good point. I mean, he certainly seems healthy at this point.
That's right. And sickness has been a theme. I mean, the 2024 Olympics was really the COVID Olympics. Took down a lot of athletes. Mm-hmm. This is the stomach bug World Championships.
So other people are getting it too, not just US.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. It's taking out summers. We're not getting confirmations. We won't get confirmations from a lot of people probably until late in the week or after the competition, or at least the full picture. It looks like Sam Short's out due to a stomach virus from Australia.
Sam Short, Olivia Wunsch of Australia, who made the 100 free semifinal this morning, but then pulled out of semis due to an undisclosed illness. Nicola Martinenghi he won a silver in the 100 breast, but then he was like, I was up puking all night last night. I didn't sleep. And so, I think there's something going around that's hitting a lot of athletes.
It's literally my worst nightmare. Holy cow.
Did you ever have something like this happen where you had a sick?
No, I would get sick at short course worlds, like, because it's December, but not this kind of sick.
Okay.
This would literally be my worst nightmare.
Oh, and when you're sick like that, the only thing you want to do, you want to be at home in your own bed, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't have been able to get me from Singapore from Thailand to wait, where were they?
Thailand, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to get me from Thailand to Singapore. Like, I would still be just like curled up in Thailand. Like, absolutely not. I'm not getting on an airplane. I'm not moving.
Yeah, because that was the really surprising thing is that, some of them did stay in Thailand. They had a planned travel day from Thailand to Singapore. We reported that some of the USA athletes did stay in Thailand, but then at 24 to 48 hours later, we reported that all athletes were safely in Singapore. And it was like, that's a pretty quick turnaround. Like, I know if you've been puking, or being really sick within a day or two. Wow. Blake Tierney of Canada under world record pace at the 50 in this second 200 back semifinal.
The 26.45 at the wall.
Yeah. Again, Canadian record in prelims, 155 low. He had a really strong swim. We're going to see how Hubert Koch manages this double. He's in lane 2, and he looks very smooth right now.
Looks good at the 75.
Yeah. So it's
you guys are probably at the 125 with my feed.
I am now.
Now I am too.
Yeah. So Ndoye Brouard of France, Johan Ndoye Brouard of France was first at the 100, and he went 51 in the 100 back, won a bronze medal. I think he won a medal, but now Koch is kind of making his move. He just flipped first at the 150, 25-0. 125.0. So Koch is really gaming this and being methodical about how he's approaching this race, it looks like. But there seem to be, again, 4 or 5 guys in this hunt. This angle sucks. I cannot tell who's leading or who's not. But looks
a lot
like
of 154s.
Yeah, wow. But there are 3 or 4. I just saw 154, 47.
Yeah, for an Ndoye of France. But yeah, there were 4 guys kind of all bunched up right there.
So we're gonna have 5 154s in the final.
Let's see. Results are in. We have 4 154s.
Tierney at 55-0.
Yeah. Luke Greenbank is 8th at 155.6.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's actually that's some solid depth in that event.
It's going to be an exciting final.
Yeah. Keaton Jones from the US, 12th at 156.2. So unfortunately he's out. But 155.6 to make a final is quick. And again, we don't know what Jones's health has been like, but unfortunately,
What's
we won't
his
see him in
time?
the final tomorrow. What did he go tonight, or what's his best time?
What's his best?
54, I think mid. Somewhere between 3 and 7, I want to say.
Yeah.
So I mean, he was definitely off that, but yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it is.
Someone put in the comments that was a French record.
Okay. For Johan, he'll be the top seed tomorrow night. Or sorry, Peter Coetzee's top seed. Johan 154.4 is second. And that's an African record for Peter Coetzee at 154.22. Whew.
Will you update the records, Coleman?
No. I'm just kidding. I will.
Coleman maintains our records database. This is for anybody out there. So if the records are out of date, you can just pop him a DM. Fix that.
Say you're slacking on the job. Yeah. So we've
Honestly,
got.
I can't imagine the DMs you must get.
Mine are. I don't get bad DMs.
Good.
SwimSwam does.
I get bad DMs.
Mel does.
I get bad DMs. I get bad DMs. I hear from a lot of. You know what the mostly DMs are, and it's part of our mission was that like you start a business like this, you just want to tell the story of swimming. So the DMs you get are from mothers and fathers who have kids who have done some special swim. And, for elite athletes, you might not think it's a special swim, but it's a milestone in that development of that career. And we missed it. And why did we miss it? And that's heart crushing. That's the one that kills you because that's pretty consistent. And I know that your swimmer made their sectional cuts, and we should cover that, but we can't go that deep. It's tough.
Get a lot of articles.
You feel bad. You're like, I understand.
That would be how many reports does SwimSwam put out each month at this point, Mel?
Hang on a second. A little over 1,000. So we always come in at over 12,000 reports. But the truth is, it's we pop off somewhere on average between 10,800 and 10,950 original pieces of news in 6 languages. Original news in 6 languages, and the rest is press releases from USA Swimming. USA Swimming is the best. They're the best at press releases. I don't know if anybody's reading them. Ask World Aquatics. They're just press release, and as a courtesy, you run those press releases. So, sometimes it's really good information.
So so SwimSwam is publishing, around 10 to 12,000 articles a year, without all the sectional ones.
Yeah. But it's still I still think if you're as a publication, your mission is always to grow that base of reporting, and that's one thing we haven't done is dial it down to region. And
Mel, you'll be proud that the first 3 websites I check every morning. First is SwimSwam, second is 11 Warriors, and then third I check the price of Bitcoin. So you're at the top of the list.
That was a big reveal. How much Bitcoin you got, buddy?
We don't need to worry about that. Yeah.
Wow.
What are you telling us? Are you telling us that the retirement's coming sooner? I'm gonna reveal. I'll share my Bitcoin story. We bought Bitcoin. We were in a cryptocurrency mutual fund with like a bunch of couples. You'd get together, you would have a glass of wine, and you'd
buy Bitcoin,
and you would invest. It was gambling money, and all this couples group that we get together socially, we all lost like 2/3 of our money in the Mt. Gox hack.
Oh goodness, you were in early.
And everyone was like, "Do we stop socially hanging out?" Because everyone lost their money. I'm like, we were gambling. We're going to lose it anyway. So my wife's like, "What do you think?" I'm like, "Let's just put it in Bitcoin and forget about it." So we did. But we remembered when Bitcoin, years ago when it hit 160,000. Now I think it's 119 this morning. What I don't know. Maybe Bill.
118.6 when I was driving into work. Yeah.
Now it's 118.6. You start to get emotional about it.
All right, I'm gonna change the subject. Women's 4x2 is on the blocks. They're about to dive in. US's lineup is Claire Weinstein, Anna Poplawski, Erin Gimmel, and Katie Ledecky. Australia right next to him, Lonnie Pallister, Jamie Perkins, Brittany Castelluzzo, and Molly O'Callaghan. So I think this should be a pretty good race. Australia has dominated relays so far, winning both 400 free relays at this meet. So we'll see if USA can pull out their first gold here. Melanie, how nervous are you for this race specifically, having ties to it yourself?
I mean, it's hard because it's so long. It's so long to be
uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm surprised Erin Gimmel wasn't on the relay this morning, right?
Correct.
Because her 2 free last night was kind of rough.
Yeah.
Last night? When was that? Yesterday morning? I don't know.
Yeah, she did not have a great final swim, I don't think.
Look at this leadoff. We got what's going on here?
For who?
Weinstein and Pallister.
Yeah.
It's a what do you have any predictions on this leadoff? Because she's having a great meet. Claire is.
Yeah, she is.
I think 55 low. I mean, Lonnie Pallister is also having a great meet.
Yeah.
And they kind of are well, not even meeting in the middle. Lonnie definitely comes down for this 200, but oh my God, look at that tempo she's pulling out the last 50 meters.
Yeah.
So Pallister, I think, is going to touch ahead.
Yeah,
it's so tiny. Did they?
Is there somebody else missing from the Australian relay than Arnie? Because I feel like 2 of those girls, I don't really recognize them.
Yeah, no, they're definitely newer to the international racing scene. Let me see who is on it in Paris, because I think maybe someone retired. So in their winning rate, Brianna Throssell is the other one who was on it.
Yeah,
I think she retired. But yeah, that's who was on it in Paris last year.
Oh, they made it so small. Did anyone see what they split?
I want to say 154.7 was the leader, I think.
I think you're right, Bill. I think that was Lonnie, and I think Claire was right behind her, so 54 high or 55 low.
I couldn't read it with reading glasses.
Old.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so Anna Poplawski's in the water. She was 55-1 this morning, and she is the only holdover from this morning to tonight on this relay lineup for USA.
She did a nice stroke.
Yeah, she's smooth, and that's Jamie Perkins for Australia, by the way, who again is newer to this team, Australia. Underworld record pace at the 350.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Is Greg Meehan? He's sweaty palms. He's like, I need a win. I need something. I just got this position as a national team director.
Greg could use a win. He's been dealt a bum hand.
He's been dealt a tough hand, and
this is a tough way to start out your time as a national team director.
We're going to throw you into the fire, Greg.
Bill, we know that you were a finalist for this position. We know you interviewed for this job. How are you feeling right now?
Pretty good, yeah.
Pretty relaxed, feeling pretty good about life.
Yeah, life's good.
No, I think Greg's done a great job so far. I think the biggest deal.
3 cents over world record at the exchange.
Yeah, it looks strong. Erin Gimmel having a good swim so far, pulling away from Castelluzzo of Australia. We talked about this before, but the fact that Greg Meehan went on NBC and gave an update of Team USA, I think is a pro move.
Yeah.
And I think that was I loved that happened.
Yeah.
Takes the pressure off the athletes, takes the pressure off the other coaches, right? Be the face of it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Get ahead of it. Be the first to tell your story. No, it's funny how few people get that memo, but I'm glad that he made the move.
Wow. So Erin Gemmel about a body length ahead now. So it's going to come down to Katie Ledecky and Molly O'Callahan.
There's still 0.4 over at the 100 turn there.
So at this, I'm right at the 550, and Gemmel is right behind, 0.3 behind world record line. Okay. If Erin Gemmel's a body length ahead, I don't think that's oh my gosh, but now she's not.
Oh,
No,
wow.
she's getting past now.
No.
Oh,
Wait, I haven't gotten there yet.
You don't want to.
This is painful. This is a gut punch. Oh, Australia
All right.
winning first on the exchange.
US isn't that far behind though.
You guys are way ahead of me.
It's not. So US is diving in 0.4 behind. I don't.
There was a lot happened in that. A lot happened in that third 200 final 50. Yeah, this is
No.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Katie can pull this one off.
I just want you to know
I wouldn't
that
put money on it.
That all the international commenters are really enjoying. They enjoy hearing our pain. They really enjoy hearing our pain when things like that happen. When you like see that race slip away, and you're like, I think we just lost. They kind of enjoy it, and I have to respect that. I have to appreciate it.
Man, I mean,
I don't know. Well, I guess we're gonna see still 100 left though.
There's still 100 left. Molly's gained about
pulling away though
0.3, and I mean, she's the 3-time world champion. She's the Olympic champion.
I'm seeing Ledecky pull. Ledecky's closing the door. She's closing the gap a little bit here.
Where I was watching,
it's getting there.
Yeah,
she's getting there. Okay, so but we know Molly has a killer last 50.
They're breathing in. They're breathing into each other. They're watching each other.
Okay, they know. But I think Molly is in control.
Ledecky's going to have a great split. I really like to know what that split is because Ledecky is like on her hip. Ledecky has stayed there. Ledecky is closing in the last 10 meters.
She's doing everything she can. Yeah.
Oh, that was
right there though.
Gutsy. 1/3. Yeah, that was a really gutsy swim by Ledecky. Ledecky was strong. China third.
Wow. So 7:39.9 for Australia, which is an unbelievable time. 7:40.01 for the US. That might be an American record. It's a really good time.
7:40.10. Is that what you said?
01.
7:40.01. Sorry about that, guys. Take a look. I'm just looking it up real fast.
Not if I look it up faster.
Oh man, now it's a race.
Are you Molly or are you Katie Ledecky?
Stop it.
It is an American record by 0.7.
Wow.
All right. Wow. So yeah.
I mean, you can't be too disappointed with that, right? Like that's
Katie Ledecky went 153.7.
Yeah. No, Ledecky's swim was gutsy. She hung in there.
So yeah, here we've got splits. So Australia 54.7, 55.1, 56.0, and 53.4, and US 54.8, 54.7 for Poplawski, 56.7 for Gemmel, and 53.7 for Ledecky.
Okay,
heck of a relay.
Have you guys ever thought about how many different people Katie Ledecky's been on this relay with?
True. Wow.
No,
because this relay, I feel like, changes a lot.
It does change a lot.
She's been doing it since what, 2013? Probably, maybe 2014. It's her first one. That's a great point, Melanie. We got to count. We got to get some numbers on that because it has to be at least what, 12. 10 or 12.
It's something. It's got to be something crazy.
That might be my fun excursion for the day. I want to go see that. Look at Dean Boxall. He's ecstatic.
We need more Dean Boxall. We need more cutaways to Dean Boxall.
Do you know Dean, Melanie? Have you interacted with Dean before?
Yeah, because Arnie and Mitch were on our ISL team, so he was there.
Okay, so you were on a team with Dean.
Yeah.
What? Remind me what team this was.
Cali Condors.
Wow, Jason Lezak was a master recruiter.
He was. I mean, when Jason Lezak asked you to come on board, you can't say no.
No, exactly. I get a text. It's like, "Hey, it's Jason Lezak." I'm like, "Wait, what?
Wait, what? You want me to be
Jason Lezak is texting me right now?
Jason Lezak wants me?
Is this spam?
He's a good man. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
He's a good dad.
That's awesome. Wait, so what was being on a team with Dean Boxall like? What was having him as a coach?
He's funny. That's it for me. He's funny. I didn't really swim with him. I just got to be around him. He's funny.
He seems very energetic and motivated.
Yeah. Honestly, I just like being around the Australians because they just have funny phrases that we don't have. So always
Agreed. Every time I do an interview with an Australian, I learn a new phrase, and it brings me a lot of joy.
Yeah. Man, I'm kind of bummed because I really thought that the U.S. was gonna win just by lineup. I thought that they were gonna win. That's a bummer.
That third 200 was you can't have a weak leg.
I think
not at World Championships.
I think we all thought that. I was calling for an American sweep on the women's side in this meet, and we're 0 for 2 so far.
My god, that would have been so sick if they won the 4x1.
What's interesting is if you look at the splits, that first 50 of that third leg, the Australian was 27-0, and we just got a little excited at 25-9.
Yeah.
25-9?
Yeah.
Is what Aaron went out in.
Just a little excited.
Yeah, that's a really fast first 50.
She's still learning. I think she's still getting her feet under her. She had some great showings in the 200 at this meet. A little excited like those.
And her relay splits on the 4x1 were really good.
Yeah,
so
she kind of got thrown into it on the 4x1.
Yeah,
it's good. She's getting the experience. She'll be there when it counts.
Did you guys hear the on deck interview?
No.
It was the Ledecky show, and it was you always try your best, and she references what everybody's gone through health wise, and sometimes your best results in an American record. So that was basically the message that she shared. But
she's class.
Yeah, she is. She's I don't know if I can share this. I think Ledecky has feelings about how committed we need to be as Team USA and committed to our performance in LA in 2028. And she thinks very deeply about that beyond what she's doing herself in the pool. I don't know if you can read between the lines in what I'm saying, but she is an elder. She's a veteran pro, and she cares about the direction that our national team is going in and our governance.
Fair enough.
That's all I have to say about that. Okay. Anyway, what's going on? Are we going to debrief? Can I eat breakfast now? Am I off the clock yet?
I think that's our session.
All right.
Thank you so much.
I think it's just awards after this.
Yeah. No, that's all the swimming for day 5.
Yep.
Matt, Bill, Melanie, thank you so much for coming on.
Bill, is this your lifting day, buddy? We're about the same age. You're going to go in?
Pump some steel. It might be a sauna day, Mel.
This is my deadlift today. I'm doing deadlifts.
How much are you deadlifting, Mel?
A morning with you guys. Have a great day. All right.
Thanks, Bill.
Bye.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. See ya.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for having me as well. I'll see you.
Yeah. Thank you, Melanie. Good to see you. Thanks for coming on. See ya. All right, Mel. We're deadlifting. We're going to the gym. That's day 5, everyone who's watching and listening out there. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow with more guests and more sincere